am gonna be buying and saving 26 junkyard cars, and if I fail to do so before 2026 is over, I load up the Dana White special. Firstly, the car absolutely loves me. Secondly, the car is absolutely primed to be saved from the junkyard. But you see, this challenge is gonna be hella easy, so I'm gonna make it harder by making it so that I have to make $26,000 before the end of 2026. Okay, so I just bought a new car and didn't tell you how, so let me tell you now that my car has the aerodynamics of a cow. It's a 2006 Touareg. First owner Touareg. You see, the gentleman I bought it from had it since 2006. He maintained this German car for 20 years, getting it serviced, taking good care of it, and putting 245,000 kilometers or 152,000 miles in the process. But before anything else, the Touareg. Touareg, yes, Touareg, not Touareg or Touareg. Touareg. Named after the Tuareg people found in North Africa, who on God's green earth names their car after a tribe. What am I gonna see next? The North Sentinelese mobile? But let me tell you how I even bought this thing. How did I even buy this thing? I come back home after getting a literal rabies shot after I picked up a cat that scratched me because I had picked it up for 5 minutes and I took it to the grocery store to buy cat food. Listen, I load up my car buying platform. Literally 9 minutes ago, this thing was posted. I am not joking with you, 9 minutes ago. Then I called up the person. 1 hour later, I owned the car. So let me give you the rundown of my beast of a Volkswagen. This is some body damage, nothing major, just some missing plastic. It's actually unbelievable because it was on the car, but then I don't know, something happened and like one day I just saw it in my driver's side door bin. It's very strange. There's also some more body damage that was actually me. I'm such an asparagus.
Oh my god.
But hey, at least the interior is in better shape.
What the fuck?
And there's still more. See that? That's called a windshield. Oh my god. But it's illegal to have windshield tint, so to make the car pass and actually register it at RTA, which is basically our version of the DMV, it had to be removed. And well, 10-year-old windshield will leave adhesive marks. So I made a makeshift blade and sprayed dish soap to get it off, which went well. But hey, at least I can see now. That's a plus. At this point, I should probably tell you what I paid for the car, so I won't. Instead, here is checklist time. First order of business is making this thing look like the $70,000 MSRP it came with, and to do that, we gotta fix this paint oxidization, this plastic, the mirrors that for some reason want to fly off at any given moment, and the most obvious of all, headlights. Oh, what's wrong with the headlights? They look amazing. Yeah, I know. Don't need to glaze me. I know. Calm down. This is how they look like before I hit it with some Mountain Man magic. You know what I'm saying? Water and sandpaper, then I hit it with some more water and sandpaper, and then even more water and sandpaper, and then even more water and sandpaper. I messed up. And so I hit them with even more water and sandpaper, and this time with a rotary machine. Oh yeah. You guys are probably screaming right now. How much did you pay for this thing? $1,350. Or the same as a quarter of a gorilla couch. God, I want that thing so badly. And that's the issue with making something this big look good. There is always something ugly underneath. God, I'm gonna be cancelled. So, the first order of business was to diagnose that something ugly. At this point, I'm just cruising, enjoying 240 horsepower and air suspension that this car has, and life is great. I do misjudge the sheer weight and size sometimes, but that's just my inner Ayrton Senna, craving a lovely McLaren 720S. God please! Here's some footage of me getting a PPI done for the car before I cleaned up the headlights. What's a PPI, you might be wondering? It's called a pre-purchase inspection. This helps you understand everything about the car and even get an appraised value before you buy it, so that nothing nasty is found after you've bought it. In other words, I did a pre-purchase inspection on a car I own after I bought it.
Sometimes my genius, it generates gravity.
All I'm gonna say is just enjoy the hair, because I'm taking a trip to Turkey or something, because this is all falling off. All of this, yeah, it's falling off. There's no way, because I just got the PPI back. There are 26 things that need to be replaced. 27. Actually, there's 27 more. So one of the things that need to be replaced is the front left tire, which has a crack in the tire wall. So I was driving this entire time with a crack in my left side. Basically, I was driving this entire time with a crack in my left tire, and I didn't know. And some more things need to be replaced, but the more pressing matters are obviously the engine mount, the transmission mount. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I also had to replace the lower arm bushings. The problem with them is that you can't find them anywhere here where I live. So instead, I'm pretty much just gonna get the entire lower arm replaced. Now at this point, I've gotten a quote from multiple garages and workshops on how much the lower arms, how much the engine mount, how much the transmission mount, everything is gonna cost. Basically, to fix the entire thing, except checking the timing chain, of course, which could be another massive repair. The current repair cost sits at $2,000, which is $650 more than what I paid for the car. Even with all of these fixes, I think I can still get, $4,000 to $5,000 for it, which is not bad. It's probably gonna be maybe like $1,000 profit. Hey, $1,000 is $1,000. This is me from the future, and that is the dumbest thing I've ever said in my entire life. But enough chit chat. It's time to get my hands dirty. So I ordered the parts online, and it was time to go to sleep and wake up the next day. Firstly, the serpentine belt needs replacement, and instead of getting it replaced, I decided to get my hands a little dirty. Oh, and I don't know how to work on cars, by the way. This is the first time I'm ever putting my hands in an engine bay. The best thing about having an old-ass car is that you can find whatever you need for it online. And once the serpentine belt that had a crack was replaced and the new one was put back in by my absolutely amazing mechanical skills that cannot be shown on camera because I was using said camera on my phone to watch a YouTube tutorial, it was time to go to a workshop and get the other things replaced. But before that, here's a look at my hands. Look at all those cracks. Oh god, where is it? All that is cracked. Absolutely wonderful. I also made a new friend. You're so small, it's unbelievable. So I went to clean it, but realized I can pay someone to do it for me and instead went to get a coffee. But that didn't happen because the line to pay someone to do the cleaning for you is so long that I went into the automatic car wash, which went well. I guess this car wash is excited to see me. It's very excited to see me, wow. Then I returned home and started negotiating with people for some more bushings and other stuff. Oh, and before all of this happened, I got a quote for some Chinese tires for like 150 bucks. Chinese tires on a 2.2 ton SUV. What could possibly go wrong? Before I washed it, I got it some brand new Adidas right from the factories of Shenzhen and got the thing aligned. I'm lazy and I don't feel like narrating this bit too much, so here's the work being done. Yay, woo, yay, lovely work. After that, it came time to get the car ready for some body work. And for that, I hit up Amazon, but then something unexpected happened. Lovely. Yeah, it started raining in the desert, and the rain was pretty severe. Wow, okay. Small hiccup, and we're back to work a few days later. First I hit it with the clay bar, then the compound, and then the polish. Oh my god, this thing is still the same! And yeah, that's an issue I ran into. No matter what I did to the headlights, to the paint, to anything, even getting the car washed, something went wrong. Like seriously, I got the car washed, and the next day, it rained. And what happens when it rains in the desert? Well, water mixes with sand and gives this ugly look on the car. It's very bad. So here's where I'm at with the car. It looks better, yeah, okay, but not as good as it should. Basically, it's impossible to sell this thing for a profit. Especially when the stupid AFS system wants to act up and only give me one headling is, I don't really care about profit here because I don't want to sell it. I've started to like it more than I perhaps should have, and well, considering it shares the same platform as the Cayenne, which has become notoriously sought after for off-roading, I do see potential with this car. At the end of the day, I did save it from the junkyard, that's for sure. But I think it still needs to be part of the family, and that's why the wheels being scratched up and the car being dirty are not important factors right now. The build will take time. Though I was also feeling kind of guilty, because how can I make this car so nice and not sell it? I mean, that is properly saving it, right? I can't end up with 26 cars now, can I? Where am I gonna park them? And what am I gonna tell my mom? And so, I decided that it was time. I headed north, about 50 miles or 80 kilometers to a graveyard unlike any other on the planet. It's not a question of what you might find, it's a question of what you won't find, and genuinely, there isn't much. So I started searching, and came across some peculiar things. I made friends with some chickens and some guys, and asked them for one thing specifically. A car that's running and driving. Most places had parts, as that was their job. Take cars and part them out. But they very kindly guided me to a place that had more than just parts. And something caught my eye. Something special.